I'm the Proper Cuber, and today I'll be talking about my new main, the QiYi Warrior W. Now, I think I know what you're thinking. The QiYi Warrior W, isn't that like $4 and has terrible corner cutting? Well, you'd be right. Unless you set it up. Which I have. I also magnetized it with a Cubicle Labs kit, a strong kit. And let me tell you, it feels amazing. I set it up with Dignitas, Max Command in the core, Dignitas on the pieces, weight 6 on the tracks, and also some Martian on the tracks. And now it's super fast. Sometimes you can get a U3 on it. And it also feels really nice. The corner cutting is really good. Oh, that's a bad example. Right there. That's like really good corner cutting. It feels incredibly stable. You can get some really nice times on it. It is a bit loud, but if you don't care about the volume of it, it's a really nice cube. And this isn't even the S. I heard the S is better than this. However, I got the W because that was the first B cube I got. And what I did with the W, my old one, I would have used that one, except I sort of messed it up because I didn't want to purchase lube, so I used some motor lube or whatever to lubricate it. It did not feel any good. I loosened it so that it would like easily pop, and then I just abandoned it, got a new one, and it wasn't any good. I ended up using it in the pool a few times, then the nails rusted, the plastic got a bit warped, so that ended up like that, so it wasn't comp legal. So I got a new one, I magnetized it, now it feels really nice and stable. It has corner cutting comparable to the Dian Tengyang V2, maybe slightly worse. And here's just a few solves I'm doing quickly. It's really nice. It's really stable. Really fast. It has great corner cutting. Reverse isn't the best, but it's still really good corner cutting. I mean, I made a video when I was magnetizing it, but it was a busy day, so my quality wasn't great. I also used a microphone, and that microphone was different and had a bunch of background noise. So I ended up not releasing that video. I'm sorry, and so I'm just talking about it. And this is really just to talk about how you can make any cube great. So let's just get into that portion. So this costs roughly $30. Corner cutting is really good. And it's roughly the same on this. However, this is more quiet, this isn't. But they're both comparable. I personally, frosted plastic is growing on me rather than glossy plastic. I couldn't twist it there. I mean, this is still a really nice cube. It's my backup, but now this is my main because this is faster and just feels much nicer. Well, not necessarily much nicer, but it performs just as good. I like it better. The frosted plastic is something I prefer. Not everybody prefers it, and I give this cube a 10 out of 10, whether you're a beginner or somebody that's intermediate like me. I think this is a really good cube, and if you're intermediate, I recommend just buying a magnet kit and magnetizing it. And lubing it because it is really nice. It's very cheap and affordable. If I was to pick the one puzzle I would recommend to pretty much anybody, it would be this cube, and it's only $4. It has some pretty nice springs. It isn't too loose, as you can see. It's a decent amount. However, you can still get this good corner cutting. This is like really loose. Sorry for that table noise. However, this one is faster, and I mean, this is what I think is happening with cubing hardware now. We've gotten it so good that we're really only making minor improvements that'll help the best of the best. And unless you're at that level, you don't really need all those improvements to get that incremental better. You can continue on your cube you got when you first started speed cubing, if you haven't ruined it like I did. Now what I did to it is lube it with weight 6 and turned it into this. If you're a speed cuber, you know what's wrong with this almost immediately. Just take one glance at it and tell me what's wrong in the comment section. I did this just as like mind trainer because when you're doing 3x3 at my level, you don't really think while you're solving. However, this one does make you think. And this isn't even magnetic also, and it still feels really nice. Okay, let me just do a solve. Where's that piece? Okay, sorry if I took it out of frame. I'm just really excited about this new cube that only costed me $10 total, plus lubricant. But you don't have to lube it with anything fancy. You can just use weight 6 and Martian, and that would turn out really nice. And I mean, it is a bit time consuming. If you don't like the springs, you can just get some tighter springs. But I do recommend getting it with what's it called? Strong magnets, because if not, then it's gonna be too fast. Because this is a really fast puzzle. Like, it's extremely fast. It's well built. It feels sturdy. And I think I'm just gonna, well, no, I don't think. I'm gonna make a review on it now. Now, let's get into the review. And today I'm gonna be reviewing the QiYi MS Warrior W. I already set this up and magnetized it. After magnetization and lubricant and breaking in, right now you can do a U2 and U2.5, roughly U3. The algorithms flow really smoothly on this. Corner cutting is on par with flagships. And magnet strength with strong magnets is really nice. Tensioning is great. I can now corner cut with it really far. It has some half decent shades. The red is not my favorite, nor is the blue, but it does work for recognition, because this definitely contrasts. Even in lighting like I have in where I'm filming, I don't have the best lighting. And it has no dual adjustment system. And the final price is $11. This, in my opinion, is better than the RS3M, because one of the size, which is a bit bigger, this is the same size as the RS3M, it has really nice turning, smooth, fast, and extremely stable, like vault cubes. I mean, I'm not sure how a vault cube feels like because I don't have one, but this does feel incredibly stable. I'm not sure if it would feel like a vault cube, but it does feel incredibly stable. You can corner cut from pretty much anywhere. And I give this a 10 out of 10. This cube I'd also give not 10 out of 10, but a 9.5 out of 10. And this thing, after all the costs, $10, $11. And lube, but I'm assuming you already have lubricant. The magnets lock it into place. It's incredibly stable. It corner cuts phenomenally, better than a GAN cube, but I don't think GAN has the best corner cutting. And overall, stability, I'd give it, for what it can do, 9 out of 10. For magnet strength, with strong magnets from the cubicle, 10 out of 10. The magnet strength is pretty much perfect for this cube. And turning overall, 10 out of 10. It's really fast cube. For price, once again, 10 out of 10. Pretty much everything about this cube, 10 out of 10. It's phenomenal. I recommend this to almost every level. Beginner, yes. In roughly 20 to 30 seconds, yes. 10 to 20 seconds, yes. I'm not sure about less than 10. Then I might go for a flagship cube. I don't know. Because this is my current main and this is my new main. Well, that was my main and this is my new main. I can turn much faster on this. My recognition is on point. It overall feels really nice, really stable. It's inexpensive. It feels sort of like a flagship cube. I mean, the piece design is really simple. That's all it is. Nothing fancy. And it's just a really good cube. I'm just gonna go into some solves to show you what I mean. Okay, let's do this. I scrambled my cube. Okay, oh, I left inspection on. "13 seconds. "11 seconds. Okay. "15 seconds. Okay, pretty good. This seems average. Okay, and pretty average. 6 15 seconds. And final solve. Okay. $15 seconds. Pretty nice average 14. Let's do one more. Seconds. Okay. That should build up for a nice X cross. Mess that up. Need to get this here from done quick, and still 15 seconds. So it's pretty nice time. Okay. And let's just get that one out. Ooh, this isn't a good solve. 20 seconds. Not my best solve. That's mostly my fault. Wait, did I do the right? Oh, I messed up that scramble, scramble. Okay. Now that's the proper scramble. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yikes. 13 seconds. Okay. Final solve. Okay. "13 seconds. That's pretty good. Wow. Like I said, this cube is a really good cube. I think I got an X cross earlier today. Not an X cross, a triple X cross earlier today. I had done two pairs, misaligned it, and then when I finally realigned it, because I missed it by one, so I did another D3, I realized that I built another pair here. I built these two pairs, and realized I paired this one. And that came out to be a 13-second time, mostly because I was just choking up on that solve. And so here are my final thoughts on the QiYi Warrior W. The potential, unlimited. This is what you can get out of it, to the point where you can get 13-second times out of it. You can get this much corner cutting out of it. Am I saying it's good? It's great out of the box. No. Do I recommend it out of the box? Yes. It can get you down your times down to like 30 seconds out of the box, and if you lubricate it and tension it, you can go even farther. And if you magnetize it, where I am. If you tension it, yeah, once again, where I am. And it's just a really nice cube in general, a bit noisy, but the hardware is really nice, and it just shows you how good theoretically hardware is. We don't have to have this super complicated piece design right here. Look at this. And that black stuff is just some lubricant. I mean, this one is really nice. So is this, though. It's faster, too. And, oh, I corner twisted that. Oh, well. It's extremely simple. The piece design is extremely simple. Simplicity, I'm just rambling right now, but it's... Let me just take a quick breather. Here are my final thoughts. 10 out of 10. It's amazing once you set it up. That is, you do need to magnetize it and set it up for it to be this good. But if you do that, for the price of 1/3 of this and 1/6 of a GAN puzzle like the X or XS, you get a cube that is just as good, if not better, depending on how well you set it up. And I'm thinking of, okay, announcement here too. I'm thinking of starting a lubricant service. I already have the website sort of set up. I just need to add a payment method. But I'm going to start offering a setup where I'll lubricate your cube, I'll tension it. I have multiple options at competitive prices. When I do start it, and I'll also magnetize your cube too, and you just have to send it to me. I'll lubricate it, tension it, and all that, and then I'll just send it back. You can break it in, and I'll make sure it does feel nice. So I'm probably gonna do a few solves on it to make sure it's good. But once it is, I'll send it back to you. It shouldn't take long, no more than a day of me actually doing it. However, shipping, that's another problem itself. But yeah, I'm gonna start that in the next couple of months or so, as soon as I actually sign up and like for an actual business, set up my payment services and everything. But once I do that, I'll offer it, and I'll have a link in the description when I do offer it. I'll make a separate video announcing it when I do have it up and running. And that's all for today's video. I hope you have a good day. I hope you learned that you don't need to buy your $60 flagship to have the best cube on the market. And don't forget to wear a helmet when you ride a bike so you don't break your arm like your head like I broke my arm. And please leave a like and subscribe. Bye for now.